All right, so today you guys are going to be working in Unit 3, so make sure to go to your chemistry course. You'll scroll down, click on Unit 3. We are currently in Week 10 still. So at the start of the week on Thursday, yesterday, what was due for you was the Edpuzzle, ionic bonding properties. So you guys should have clicked on this, copied and pasted this URL into the top of your search bar and completed the video and questions that go along with the video. After that assignment, you guys should have done the ionic sim discussion. So that's going to the SimBucket website that's attached here. It'll ask you to input your name. You'll type in just your first name. And then as you complete the interactive notes, you'll answer the 5 discussion questions. And these were the 2 things that were due on Thursday this week. There is an Ionic Bonding Notes PowerPoint. You can click through that, and there's an organizer. So if you guys are an Avid or you just like using organizers to take notes, you may use this. The notes are ungraded. So it says due on Friday, but there is no grade associated with it, so you do not have to turn it in. These are for you. On this organizer, there is a video attached. So here, there's a great video about 7 minutes by Tyler DeWitt explaining ionic bonds. And then there's a class lecture on ionic bonds. So this is about a 13-minute video where I go over some examples of how we look at ionic bonds and what they are. After you guys go over the notes today, they're a refresher of those 2 activities from Wednesday, Thursday, after your Unit 2 test. Oops, sorry. Here's the agenda too under Week 10. So ionic bonding notes for review. That's what you guys will do at the start. Then you'll do the ionic bonding model drawing. This is what is due by Monday. And then the required practice ionic compounds, names, and formulas. This is one of those homework quizzes you can take up to 20 times. And your highest score is what will be recorded. So we've looked at the notes, then the ionic bonding drawing, and the last thing is right here, that's that homework quiz. For the ionic bonding drawing, you'll follow it step by step. So it'll give you a task, it'll give you specific elements, cesium and oxygen, and you'll follow 1 through 6 on what it asks you to complete and include. The drawing is here, ionic bonding model, a Google drawing, and the example is here. So it's a video that I go over using 2 different metal and non-metal combination, but very similar to what you'll have to do on the model. So for the model, so it asks use the red spheres for cesium, yellow for oxygen. Add arrows. So you would add cesium spheres, label them CS for cesium, add oxygen, label it O for oxygen, and add arrows to which direction the electrons would go from. So they're leaving the metal and going to the non-metal. So 1 through 6, and this is worth 5 points. When you're done with this, you will hit submit on Schoology to make sure it is turned in. And then you can begin the 10-question homework practice. If you guys need a little bit of extra videos, you can check out the additional resources on ionic bonding. Here at the bottom, there's a reading, if it's better for you guys to read text, or there's a simple view of ionic bonding. There's some samples going over different ionic bonds. The class lecture is here again. And then writing ionic formulas. So that's kind of a preview into next week. If you guys are interested to look at it on writing ionic formulas. So recap the 2 things due today on Friday, or that you'll start today on Friday and turn in by next week on Monday, ionic bonding drawing and required practice. These two things are due for periods 2, 4, 6 on Monday.